Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is December 29th, 2024. We are looking at Proverbs chapter 29, and we're going to look at verse 23. Proverbs 29, verse 23 out of the Holman Christian Standard reads this way: a person's pride will humble him, but a humble spirit will gain honor. You know, as I was reading that this morning, the one thing that stood out to me in that statement was the humility, the humbleness. A person's pride will humble him or humiliate him, but a humble spirit will gain honor or be kept safe. And as I was looking at it closer this morning, I realized, there is a big difference between the two humble states. One that's forced on you is humiliation. I don't know about you guys, I can't speak for anybody else, but when I am humiliated, it normally creates in me negative effects. I get angry. I want to get revenge. I revert back to old patterns. The embarrassment of it in itself makes me want to isolate. I want to blame others. I want anything except what is right. But a humble spirit is something completely different, isn't it? It's not being humiliated. It's the opposite of being humiliated. A humble spirit is someone who knows beyond a doubt that what they are and who they are is right and true. They don't have to hide. They don't care what people think. And yet, they don't need to put it in your face and demand your respect from it because they're comfortable with that. Paul, in all of his books, was a man of humble spirit. He knew beyond a doubt, absolutely beyond a doubt, who he was in Christ Jesus. Even before Christ, BC, he knew who he was within the church. Everybody would probably consider that prideful, arrogant. Before Christ, it was. After Christ, it was absolutely not. A person's pride will humiliate them, but a humble heart will keep you safe. It's interesting how many times I've come across that in my own life where I have experienced a difficulty in life. And I am absolutely confident in who I am, what's going on, and I'm going to make sure you know I'm right. That's pride. And there have been other times where I'm confident in who I am, and I absolutely know I'm right, and I'm willing to share it with you. As a matter of fact, I do. And then you come back and tell me, no, you're probably wrong. Pride would say, I'm absolutely right, and you're going to do it my way. Humility looks very similar, yet completely different. I can look you square in the eyes and say, I am absolutely not wrong. But you go ahead and do what you need to do. And when it fails, come back to me and we'll start over. That sounds like pride too, doesn't it? Except for the difference is, I don't need your approval to be right. For the first one, I needed your approval to be right. If you didn't do what I told you to do, then I was less than. And that always brought me to a place of humiliation. But when I had found myself in the other place, a humble spirit, knowing who I am, knowing what I know, sharing what I know, telling you I know what I know, and yet not requiring you to live based off of it, but requiring myself to live based off of it. See, that's important. A humble spirit isn't a lowly person. It's someone who is absolutely confident in who they are in Christ Jesus. Random, Victor, Kay, Rhonda, all of you, the ones that haven't spoke up, the ones that catch this later, I want you to know this. You can be absolutely confident in who you are in Christ Jesus. You can be absolutely confident in what you know, but you have to live it. That's being humble in spirit. If you're absolutely confident in what you know, but you're requiring other people to do it, and it's whether they believe it and live it that matters to you or not, then you're probably living in pride. And I got to be honest with you guys, I'm too far on the pride side a lot of times in my life. And I have to be checked on it. And God does. And it doesn't feel good to be humiliated. But when I put on Jesus Christ's yoke, then I know that I'm okay. Because he teaches me through that process. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.